around the country. Throughout North America, we're on the road. It's Pau Hana Travels, here we go.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
And I'm Gary.
And we are
Pau Hana Travels.
So today one of our viewers asked to see our rig. We've given several tours at our Escapers convergences, but we haven't focused a video solely on our rig, both inside and out, so we thought we'd do that for you today.
Sure. I think what we're going to do is do an inside tour today, and then at a later time when it's a bit more appealing outside
and a little more room.
And a little warmer, we'll probably do an outside tour. So why don't you come on inside and join us.
So this is our Fleetwood Discovery 37R. Well, welcome to the Disco Kitchen. This is a place you will not normally see me, as I like to quote one of my good friends, Christy Scott with Spot the Scots. This is where I do dishes. My husband keeps me very fat and happy with all of his cooking. He is my chef, my grill master. However, I have been dabbling in Instapot, but this is more his domain, but I'm going to show it off. My favorite part, as I just told you, I'm the dishwasher, and one of my wish items was to have, oh, it's locked.
Uh-oh.
This is not an oven. La la la. A dishwasher.
And look, there's
Dirty dishes that need to be ran, which I will do as soon as our laundry is done. Because of the dishwasher, we do not have an oven. Therefore, we use a microwave convection combo oven, which we've done quite a few meals in, just like a traditional oven.
See, she's at a loss. She's at a loss because she doesn't know how to use it. So she's trying to go through how to use a convection oven.
Well, we've done crab quiche in it. We've done, yeah. Moving on. Whatever. This is our little cubby where we put our leaves and cupboards. But we also have a 3-burner range stove that utilizes propane. One thing, a lot of newer coaches, we feel very fortunate being our coaches of 2016. Most coaches are going all electric and going away from propane. We will never want to lose this function because we like to boondock. Propane, if you want to be off the grid, is key.
So what the new coaches are going with is what's called an induction cooktops. It's like normally a 2-burner induction cooktop, which works off electricity. And when you're boondocking, you don't have a huge surplus of electricity, so it's not very efficient. You have to run your generator anytime you want to cook. With gas, it's gas. You don't have to run a generator, you just light it.
Nope. So we love our propane stoves. If you can get a coach with a propane, we highly recommend it.
You know, even like 5 years down the road, when we buy a new coach or look for a new coach for however long it is, we'll probably pay the extra money to get propane versus induction, unless some major technology changes come through with that stuff.
Absolutely. Up in this cabinet is just our plates, our bowls. We are of belief that if you love it, use it. And this is Denby stoneware from England. Love it. And it matches so well.
Wow.
I love my dishes. But, you know, just because you're in a motorhome living, you don't have to use
You don't have to use paper and plastic all the time. You can use the good stuff.
But we do use paper.
Yeah.
Especially when we're boondocking, it helps. Also, another really cool suggestion, if you want to pan in on the magma, this is a stacking nesting cookware set. I'll take this out real quick.
So yeah, with our limited space we got to stack stuff here and stack stuff there to make it work.
This pan set is amazing. You can find it at Camping World. And it basically 4 pans, different size saucepans. But if you also noticed in the dishwasher, this is a frying pan that's awfully dirty. But it's also, it nests upside down and on top. So it stores really well.
So you get 4 big, 3 saucepans, a big stock pot, and a fry pan, and a couple of different lids, all in one easy container. And it has 2 handles that come with it too. So you have handles that attach to each saucepan. So it works out really nice. It's very space saving, and as you can see, we don't have a whole bunch of space in our kitchen for pots and pans.
I'm also a big fan of these, I don't know what they're called.
Pot savers.
Pot savers. It helps keep the Teflon from being damaged. So that was important. I wanted to show that.
So when space is a minimum, or space is at a maximum, basically, you have to find stuff that stacks and nests and stores and everything together.
Also, you'll see that tension rods will become your friend. And I use this in here when we travel. I just place it there. So if we've encountered bumps, which we will, these items will stay on the top shelf and not come flying out after movement.
One of my favorite features of this kitchen is the little shelf in back there. You see where the coffee cups and the bottles are? That's actually a raised shelf. It makes it look nice, and it gives you just a little bit more room too. Hi Alexa, how are you? Oh, she's turned off right now because we don't have very good signal.
Yes, our home is completely connected through Alexa, Echoes, and Dots.
Another thing, we don't spare anything. If you like it, use it. We brought our Cutco knives from home because, well, this is our home. Got a great place for the coffee pot there. And we actually did have a Keurig coffee maker, the single cup coffee maker things. That we decided to go against that because it only made 1 cup of coffee, and generally we drink 2 to 3 cups of coffee in the morning.
And storage was another reason.
And storing the K-cups was not the easiest thing to do. So we went back with this kind of carafe, and actually it's a double-walled stainless steel carafe. And the bottom plate is not a heat plate. So the only power it uses is while it's brewing. So it doesn't keep, there's no hot plate on it to keep the carafe warm, which is really nice when we're boondocking.
Also, another feature we like to use is just this little counter extension. Just gives us a little extra space because counter space is not at a premium with this model.
Not so much.
Another neat feature is our spice cabinet. Lots of space, 2 drawers deep to put all of our spices
Not
and
very
packets.
wide specifically, but it's big enough for spices and this and that. It
What
works.
we need. This cabinet down here is just
Whoop, watch step.
an access panel to our fuse box, as well as our engine block heater.
So we got the engine block heater.
More fuses.
120 volt circuit breakers, some 12 volt fuses, engine block heater, and the power monitor system for the power. Down here on the floor, you can see there's some floor vents. There's 1, 2, and 3 floor vents. That is one of our 20,000 BTU heaters.
It makes the floors feel fabulous when the heat is on.
So when the heat's on, this kitchen floor is very comfortable. That's why the rug's in the living room.
We also have, with our 2016 37R Discovery, a full residential refrigerator. Another tip, if you like to boondock, residential refrigerators may not be your friend. We have had to add over 1,000 watts of solar on the roof to make this setup really work well for us. But you can't go wrong with the space that a full residential fridge will give you. I apologize, we're a little light.
Well, yeah, we are.
We need to go grocery shopping. But again, I use tension rods. This keeps things from flying out in transit.
Another really nice thing are these trays down here.
Gary hated them when we first started, but it does help contain items. Like this one, even though there's a beer in there, is mostly our cheese. This is condiments, rolls, and this keeps all my soda.
The great thing about it is once you remove that tension rod, and you can reach in there and just grab the tray partially out and have access to it. It really is nice for space saving needs and also organization needs, so stuff doesn't move around and get crazy lost.
Yeah. We have nice room for milk, all important
Rum chata.
rum chata.
Oh.
This feature is kind of cool. It's called Condiment Caddy. Even though this isn't really condiment. Well,
I don't think I've ever used that. Beer is a condiment, right?
Sure. Ranch. So that's a nice feature that they've added in. Yeah.
So, that's our picture.
This fridge also has full water filtration.
Yes, there is an ice maker down below, so it does have water filter inside as well.
We'll give you a shot of the freezer. This is another, yeah, we're light. So a full tray of ice.
And ice cream.
And ice cream. And vegetables and a prime rib roast. Sure.
Mm-hmm. So that's our beautiful refrigerator.
Another thing that we have done is we brought our household garbage can with us. And when we're parked, this is where it stays. It's perfect. And when we travel, it slides in right here in the slide perfectly. And so we don't have to use those tiny little waste baskets. We can extend our trash with the lid, especially with the dogs too. Yeah. Due to the length of this tour, we have decided to break it up in several parts. 2, maybe 3. So this concludes this section of this tour. Please stay tuned for our next video that will continue this tour.
Sorry.
You're an As always, if you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up down below, leave us a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We thank you for watching.
And until next time,
Pau Hana!